Alright, we're back to the NBA. We're back.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, fans. It's Friday night basketball. It's going to be the New York Knicks up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And that's it for us in the studio. To call all the action, let's go out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll see you again at halftime.
So, you know, yeah, it's going to be a good one, though. I have a feeling. Let it be understood, I'm not the nigga to try. Y'all ain't stopping our fame, cause us not selling is like a game, not dropping a name. It's gonna happen regardless, we the artists. It's EMC, your favorite artist.
Say the movie, dog. My name is Ho, H to the OV. I used to by the OZ. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Ho, fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier. Ho, not DOC, but similar to them letters. No one can do it better. I check cheddar like a food inspector. My homie Strick told me, dude, finish your breakfast. So that's what I'ma do. Take you back to the dude with the Lexus. Fast forward the Jews in the necklace. Let me tell you dudes what I do to protect this. Shoot at trackers like movie directors.
That was kind of fucked up, right?
And a thoughtful moment indeed. The national anthem and a crowd anxiously awaiting the tip-off. Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr as we get set to bring you all the action. We'll see the New York Knicks facing the Memphis Grizzlies. The starting five. This is our lineup brought to you by State Farm. And as we take a look here at Marc Gasol, guys, what do you think?
Well, you figure a guy with the size of Gasol is just being sent out there to be physical. And he will be physical, make no mistake about it, but he's a skilled player as well. He's got court vision, patience, as a passer. He can score, he'll find cutting teammates. He's a beautiful player to watch offensively.
As beautiful a player as he is to watch with that finesse and those skills, he does still throw his weight around. And at the size he is, that just saps the energy away from anybody that is foolish enough to get in his way. I mean, he is a big man.
And of course, they're looking forward to getting Michael Conley back in their roster, in the lineup after injury.
Kevin, that's a significant blow to them. I mean, their team has an entirely different identity with him out of the lineup. We're not even sure what the identity is yet, but of all the guys to lose, he's the one they could least afford to.
I think he's irreplaceable, frankly, for this team. Not just because of his ability, but his leadership, too. So now we'll get a chance to see if his team can somehow find a way without him. It's going to be very difficult.
Throwing it down with one hand and making it look easy.
Easy and fun. He just thrives on making the D look silly.
Yep, which is something he does pretty often, Kevin. A nice step forward statistically for combo guard Jared Bayless last season. He dramatically improved his three-point shooting percentage, cut down his turnovers, and increased his scoring by over a point a game. That's a nice step forward for him.
Gets it to go. 6 points per game.
And you can just see what his offense means to this team. I mean, it's obvious. They really rely on him to score the basketball.
Anthony off a big from Chandler. From downtown, Carmelo Anthony, and that's good. Meanwhile, Bayless played better last season. Injuries did just keep the tail from the success.
Yeah, he played less than half the season.
I don't know if he's going to skip
Last year, injuries can be more frequent. Bayless really likes to attack the rim. Loves going right. Very strong, athletic player. So we'll see if he can bank on better shooting percentages while leaving some of those injury problems in the rearview mirror.
Jordan with the bucket.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And you could see it in that game, despite the odds against them. Once it got to OT, they had the belief that they could get it done.
And Steve, that's what happens a lot of time when the supposed underdog gets the game into overtime. Momentum swings their way.
Pocket 4. It's Gabe with the drive.
Shot clock violation. I ain't mad now.
24 seconds.
You threw that ball with
violation. They turn it over. Knicks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game.
you know, even after Memphis made that deep run into the playoffs a couple of years ago, the expectations weren't that high for them last year. I'm not sure how seriously this team was taken by NBA fans and media members, but this is a talented group. And Rudy Gay returned a year ago, so that's an excellent starting five.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that conquer mentality.
Just a tremendous athlete, guys, able to go up and finish over everybody defensively, even the big guys down low.
Here's Shorty following the score by
How about that basketball, man? Wow. And if I had to quote him, it probably would go like this. Here's a little payback for you, young fella.
From the hero, Steve at one end to the GOAT at the other.
Yeah, I think he may still have been patting himself on the back and he forgot to play a little defense.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Sprite. Good stuff. Swiped away. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And it's Jordan with the jam.
I'm not sure which was better, the fast break or the steal that got it started.
I think it was the defense, Steve, quite honestly. I mean, the whole play isn't even possible if he doesn't make the steal.
Now Bayless. He picked up 12 points in their last one against Oklahoma City. Lions chopping the key. And another basket for Memphis. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Mike Woodson gave me a moment to catch up with him. He brought up Marc Gasol, a kind of sleeper player he thinks could give them trouble. Coach said he's a guy 7 foot plus. He's very skilled, can shoot and finish over either shoulder, and he doesn't shy away from contact. He's a guy you have to really pay attention to. And I told our guys, we can't let him have a big game. Fellas, we'll see how they do it.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Great plays out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Shorty. And there's another one for the Knicks.
This team is buzzing right now. They've yet to miss.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And boy, did they protect the basket well in that one. A lot of bodies down low. The rotations were solid. And they paid off with a lot of blocks in that game.
Yeah, they really wanted to establish that intimidation factor. And Steve, I think they did so by devoting a lot of manpower to the low post.
The Grizzlies are gone 7-9 from the field. A really nice start offensively to them. Gay outside.
He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Here's a point.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
Jordan, defended by Allen. Gets it to go.
That was nice.
6 points for Michael Jordan.
Love the finish there. Not much defense, though.
Here is Bayless. Allen with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Off the screen. And then Allen slams it in.
Pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
That's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? When it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Rejected by Gasol. Kay passes to Bayless. On the pass to Allen. Again, Memphis.
Right out of the heat. Just filling it up.
Both teams are, guys. I mean, points coming fast and furious.
Back to Anthony. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
The defense caught dozing off that time.
Those open dunks, pretty high percentage.
Yeah, you're not going to miss many of those. I mean, this is really a poor defensive effort. Well, Carmelo Anthony began his career in Denver. Well, one of the things that makes him special is his tendency to become red hot in just a matter of seconds. And you never know when it's coming. You know, all it takes is a shot or two, and he's rolling.
Another aspect of his game that I really like is how effectively he sets picks. It's overlooked sometimes, but he does a great job of positioning and getting there at the right time to set a screen to help a teammate get free.
Offensive rebound. Handoff can't hit. The Knicks with the lead, and this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, these two teams aren't going to spend much time on the floor together this season. There's tonight's game and then just one more down the road between them. Yeah, they're not going to miss too many of those. That's high percentage stuff there.
Gasol screen. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Dishes to Gasol, and Chandler sends it back. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, how about the air confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Guys, I'm going to need just a second to get myself together here.
Leaves you speechless, doesn't it, Clark? Wow.
Man, I don't blame you, Clark. That dunk was unbelievable.
On the subject Steve brought up, Clark, do you think the crowd is more or less into it when it's an opponent they'll only see once in a season?
I'm not sure if that really has any bearing on how excited the crowd is. They may not get as fired up as they would for a conference rival, but other than that, I think it's pretty much the same for the fans.
But it is fun to see different teams coming in.
Without question, the energy in the building is always at full throttle.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Anthony drives in, eyes in the post, got past him with the quick drop step. Anthony's got 7. The Grizzlies trail by 5. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. And he's finishing it off.
And for a point guard, you love that finish. Wow.
Yeah, he's really been able to get off his feet and sky. Something to watch.
Incredible athleticism, both laterally and vertically.
Arthur kicks to Roten. Takes it right up. Second chance shot. And the running layup is good. Arthur's got his first basket of the night.
Textbook offensive rebounding right there. I love that. Those putbacks are buckets any team loves to get.
Here's Shorty. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And the Knicks lead by 3.
6 for 6 now for him. He's rolling.
At least not on the first 6 attempts. I mean, he is scorching out there.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Arthur. Drills the baseline jumper. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Here's Shorty.
They came to play tonight.
The drop step. Shorty's got 14.
Beautiful finesse move right there. I mean, he's got to love that finger roll finish.
Here's Roten, and the Grizzlies are down 2 more.
Next 2 quarters to tell the story.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Knicks lead by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Bring it back, bring it. Choose one. Hey, bring it back, bring it. Choose one. Hey, bring it.
All right, this is back.
Tim Duncan and the San Antonio
Timmy
Spurs
Duncan
go up against the Boston Celtics. Live.
Oh, Spurs Celtics. That's been a great one. Spurs got to pick it up though. 8-7.
So we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Yeah, this team played excellent in the first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve. That's why they've been able to jump out to this lead.
And I think, guys, we'll never stop talking about that Knicks trade with Denver for Carmelo Anthony. It was such a fascinating deal. Everyone thought the Knicks probably made out the best getting Carmelo, but look at Denver, the pieces they were able to add. And that's a pretty intriguing deal, really for both teams.
And now let's check out the lineup courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up
Get it,
and
Jason.
ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Memphis. Tony Allen and Rudy Gay, the 2 wing. Kadati is out there with Arthur, and it's Bayless in at the 1 spot. Camby passes to Shumpert. Thomas outside. That's good. Novak's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Knicks. Rarely does a deal actually work out, you know, Steve, for both sides, but both the Knicks and the Nuggets made the postseason last year, and both teams, I think, certainly got what they wanted.
Yeah, and we're still in the early stages of Melo's career, Kevin. Certainly as it relates to him with being with the Knicks. So he could ultimately become that player they're looking for as far as a leader goes. Let's see how it plays out going forward.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, for Rudy Gay last season, a return to playing after a shoulder injury sidelined him the season prior. He said of the injury, "I spent a whole lot of time just being mad and depressed. And then it came to me. The way I can be effective is to learn as much as I can and add that to my game." He said, "Now I take care of my body better. I'm more polished." He even said, "I think I'm a better person." Guys?
Well, adversity can sometimes bring out the best in people. Gay is certainly playing at a high level. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 14 points for Gay.
Doing a nice job of knocking down jump shots, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, Steve. I mean, their mid-range game has been formidable, right on track. Really picking the season apart.
Thomas, that's good. The Grizzlies trail by 6.
Iman Shumpert last season started off playing at point guard for the Knicks, a position he played at Georgia Tech, but it seems he's better off long-term as a 2 or 3 spot. More of a slasher than he is a playmaker, and an excellent throwdown. Oh, man. Three to park it up. You know, that's something he's capable of every trip down.
And it's just impossible to get tired of.
And there's always this excitement, this aura that surrounds him, guys. You know, the crowd senses it.
And that last replay, courtesy of Sprite. The Knicks leading by 4. Here in the second quarter, played a little over 2.5 minutes. Gay outside. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. The Knicks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooter. Shumpert dishes to Camby. Off his foot. And it's being called a kickball. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. A different look for New York. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. And that one's good.
That's it. That's everyone on 10, isn't it? So whoever, Raven Fell got. Raven Fell didn't come in and do all that. I can sit out for a minute.
And now 6 of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, jump shot really serving these guys pretty well.
And the officials called the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Spates checked in for Gasol. And Roten subbed in for Wayne Ellington. And so they foul intentionally.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
Selby kicks to Pondexter. Selby passes to Roten. Dishes it to Pondexter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Spates. And another basket for Memphis. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Boy, what a disjointed season for New York last year. High expectations with the addition of Tyson Chandler. Then you had the rise of Jeremy Lin. But the team was so up and down. And then Mike Woodson took over and actually did a pretty nice job getting the Knicks to the playoffs.
Chandler.
Yeah, he flushed that one down and then hung around the mark of his work a little bit.
Getting acquainted with that rim.
And giving the photographers an extra second or two, I guess.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. And an intentional foul right there. Raymond Felton, who's checked in for Shorty.
There we go.
his second bucket of the game to go. And when Woodson took over after Linsanity had died down, it didn't have the same media attention. But, you know, Clark, the results were clearly there. They had some momentum, and they took on Miami in the first round of play.
Kevin, I thought under Woodson, the team did a nice job rallying and fighting their way into the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. They had a lot of work to do after their bad start, but they found a way to get it done. And credit the players, but also credit Mike Woodson.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Selby. The dish to Roten. He feeds it to Spates. Over Chandler. Again, Memphis.
Smart. He's just using his size advantage to get his shot off.
And a sweet stroke, too, you might add.
Stolen by Randolph. Here's Pondexter, and the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
They can't seem to stop anybody inside.
They got to know that if they don't make life tougher in the paint, the opponent is just going to keep going there. I mean, it's not like they're tired of all these in-close opportunities.
What a play. The hoop plus the arm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
You know, Chandler is such a defensive presence inside. He's athletic. He's 7'1". He can cover ground. He can guard pick and roll. He can also close you out and block your shot at the rim. And he's also a very efficient offensive player as well. So Chandler, a big-time talent.
Yeah, he really is. He's a high-effort guy, too, especially on the glass. I mean, he stays around the rim, and he gets some of the most emphatic putbacks and alley-oops you'll ever see.
On the jam by Rudy Gay.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finish man.
He is an absolute force when he gets near the hoop.
To the inside. Here's Anthony. That's good. And so Felton has the assist there. And it's 9 points for Carmelo Anthony. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Selby. Over Felton. And it's Memphis with another.
You know, you look at Lionel Hollins, and I'm so impressed with the job he's done. I actually played for him way back in 1988. He was an assistant coach with the Phoenix Suns. That was my rookie season. And he was just a really good guy to play for. Worked hard, has a nice way about him. Kind of a player's coach. Really has a good relationship, a good feel for his players.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Allen comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Selby. Here is Bayless. He's covered by Felton. And Bayless kicks to Randall. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Bayless has got his 4th assist in this one. And this Grizzlies team up and coming in the West. So you've got to give Coach Howland's Steve a lot of credit for their success.
Well, what he's done is he's given this team an identity and a style, and that's so important in this league. I mean, what Memphis is, they're an inside-out team. They're tough, they're blue-collar, and they're going to defend every game, and that really comes from their coach.
The drive by Gay. That's good. Gay got 20.
Well, that was a nice start. After having a good first quarter, he's showing us more of the same here.
Chandler, he's covered by Randolph. Smith dishes to Felton. Jordan over Gay. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Felton. 10 points for Michael.
Well, for Raymond Felton, it was a very disappointing season a year ago after that terrific year in 2010. But he didn't show up to camp in shape, shot the ball poorly, turned it over.
Look out. Don't do that to him. That was fantastic. Wow.
He put the degree of difficulty. That was amazing. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Jordan kicks to Smith.
Oh, damn, JR, come on. I know you missed that.
They'll be off to Charlotte for a meeting with the Bobcats after this one. That will be a getaway game for them.
Oh,
a one-game old Allen, that's good.
Just get Bayless and Smith back
up inside there, Kevin. The defense is vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
Jordan, he's covered by Gay.
Not anymore, though.
And that's 12 points for Jordan.
Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points coming off that mid-range area jump shot? So shows you don't have to be at the rim to score.
New York's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Shot's good by Anthony.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him.
Now Bayless. He's got 6. Randolph, a screen on Phelps. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good. And the first half ends in a close one. Knicks out front, up 3. The Knicks. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint. It's halftime. I'm Damon Bruce. Out at FedEx Forum, the action has been good. A tight one for the Knicks up against the Memphis Grizzlies. They might be picked as the favorites, but they got a game on their hands, no question. It's been just a ridiculous first half for Shorty. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? And for Memphis, they've really been battling. Defensively, very disruptive. They've been effective forcing turnovers. Nice steal so far. Rudy Gay, dominating. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And let's look ahead at the games that won't be tipping off until later tonight. For the Magic, they'll be up against the Pistons out in Detroit. 7 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific is the tip time. And another game that's coming up, out in Philadelphia, it's the 76ers against the Jazz. Start time, 7 o'clock Eastern. And now, a look at the other NBA action. It'll be the Hawks against the Kings out in Sacramento. Tip-off is at 7 Eastern.
Suns and Lakers.
And you know what time it is. It's your chance to make your picks for the day. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far, and not really a surprise because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to
He came up at the wrong time.
We also have come to expect this from him, so we're not surprised by it.
And New York, looking at who they've got. At the 3, 4, and 5, we've got Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, and Tyson Chandler. Shorty out there with Michael Jordan. And Bayless kicks to Gasol. He kicks it to Bayless. Passes it to Gay. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Well, with Zach Randolph going down last year and missing a significant amount of time, we knew that the Grizzlies would have to have some other players step up. They sure got it from Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. Those two guys really upped their games, and I thought they were the key to Memphis having an excellent season.
And a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Randolph kicks to Gay. And it's blocked. Tries again.
Changing sides didn't seem to help them at all. The guys, they missed their first 3 shots in the third quarter.
No,
there's
short
the steal. Deflects the pass. No one near him. That's good. Gay's got 24 points. You see, that's a big part of what makes the Grizzlies so good. They don't have a go-to guy, but rather just a wonderful collection of good young players out of position.
And no real weaknesses either. I mean, there really isn't one area or position or style that they can't adapt to or play with, Kevin. And you like that about their team. Part of their success is just their ability to be able to match up with anybody.
Randolph shot is good.
And Kevin, keep an eye tonight on how many plays he keeps alive for his club. Just the way
We're not over there.
He anticipates plays before they happen, constantly looking to get an offensive board.
What I like, quite honestly, is his rock-solid consistency offensively. You know he's going to put the ball in the basket for you every game.
The feed now to Jordan. And that is good. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
We have seen the intensity pick up big time here in the second half.
Well, you can feel the desire from both teams. They really want to win this.
And Allen outside. Into Marcus Gasol. Shots good.
I'm sure they'd like to get more shots like that one.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Well, when you talk about Tony Allen, you know, he can be such an erratic offensive player. Back in Boston when he was with the Celtics, a lot of people called him trick or treat because you never knew who was going to show up on a given night. But he's really become an important player on this Grizzlies roster.
Gasol setting the pick for Gay, and Chandler sends it back. Here's Shorty, defended by Gasol. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And it's blocked by Chandler. Another shot. Here's Shorty, defended by Allen. Back to Chandler. New York moving the ball around. Stolen by Randolph. For the throw. Ammonia strong finish.
Yeah, it's a defense about right here.
That was ammonia strong.
That's about as high percentage as you can get.
And the replay, of course, presented by Sprite. What a play. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Spates checked in for Gasol. Arthur comes in for Zach Randolph. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Tony Allen. And Roten subbed in for Jared Bayless. Wasted no time on that one. Shorty's got 20.
He's got such a good feel for his shots. They're in a really good groove.
Here's Roten. Knocks it down from 7 feet.
They continue to barrel their way inside. And when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of the last 10 coming inside.
And here's Jordan outside. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one. Now, here's Roten. He's got 6. Okay, right side. And another basket for Memphis.
That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
The Knicks leading by 4. Takes it to Jordan. Jordan off a pick from Camby. And stolen by Spates. Here's Ellington. Can't get it to go. Jordan with some nice D. And here we go with Anthony. Running it up the court. Sinks it off the slick drop step to the middle. Anthony's got 13.
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of 5 feet.
And Spates gets to go. And so it's New York with it. They lead by 4. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pitch stop before hitting the road again.
Well, it took him a long time to get that 3-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Oh, we got a moment here now, Kevin, to look back to last year's Knicks. 2nd in steal, 11th in scoring. As for the rebounding numbers, not as strong as you would think. Top 20 in the league. They certainly are capable of better.
Still, I think the key to their team was the steals that you talked about because they were a team that put a lot of pressure on the offense. They got out,
runaway game.
Tried to force turnovers, and when they did, they usually converted those into points at the other end, and that's one of the reasons they were pretty good.
It was a season of highs and lows for the Knicks last year, and one of their lows was how they played when they were on the road. Just not up to their standard.
Here's Anthony with the drop step. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And it's an 11-point Knicks lead.
He's getting better offensively as the game goes along, making good choices and getting high percentage shots.
And they're playing hard and playing smart too, Steve. They've just been very, very good.
And it was the play of the Knicks on the road that really took them backwards and forced them to scramble, Clark, just to get in the playoffs. It was tough for them, Steve, but they got in, and unfortunately losing in the first round to Miami.
Yeah, but going 14-19 just isn't going to get it done. I think it was a good indication that the Knicks just weren't quite good enough last year. And they made the playoffs, but they didn't do anything. They've got to improve their performance on the road this year to take that next step as a team.
That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 21 points for Michael Jordan.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
And the dunk by Arthur.
really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
Jordan, the pass to Stoudemire. Anthony. And he makes good on the layup. Anthony's got 17 now. .102 left in the third quarter. He dishes it to Roten. Rudy Gay on the way. Space sets a screen. Off the screen. And that one is good by Gay. Gay's got 6 in the quarter.
He took advantage of that pick, and he did the rest, knocking down the J.
Feeds it to Camby. Leads him in there. Here's Stoudemire. Good. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Gay right side. Buries it down low. Gay's got 30.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Here's Shorty. There's a nice passing by New York here. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. So both teams making some changes here.
How the hell I miss?
26 seconds left in the third. Great open look there. And the Knicks lead by 12.
And the damage they're doing from three-point range here in the second half is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they're always a threat to spray home some threes now, but not like this.
Here's Bayless. And Chandler sends it back. Here's Thomas. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Knicks lead by 12. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
Coming up next Wednesday night, Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That should be a good one. Thunder and the Clippers. Since the Clippers are actually good now.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up, and we're going to send it over to Doris Berg for the Strike Uncontainable Game segment. Doris?
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Knicks put together, they get the Uncontainable Game Award. It's been a defensive clinic as they just can't help but get stopped. The lead continues to grow for them as they look like they are allergic to getting scored on.
Thank you, Doris. And how many times, guys, do we see a run like this become the difference maker in the outcome of a game?
Well, that usually is the case, Kevin, when one team can get on a run like they did, where they just feel so dominant offensively. More often than not, that's going to be the difference in the game.
And in this game, even at the very beginning of that run, you could sense the momentum getting ready to take a huge swing. And swing it did, fellas. Swing it did.
So with Gay on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Lionel Hollins. Randolph and Gasol are down low. Tony Allen is out there with Jared Bayless, and it's Pondexter in at the 3.
How about that elevation? Man, some major hops and vertical there.
That's your point guard right there, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable, aren't they? Some of the best athletes in the world playing that position.
Amazing. These guys able to create and dominate.
Bayless dishes to Randolph. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And Shumpert pulls it down. The Knicks leading by 14. Here's Jordan, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Jordan's got 23 points.
You know, it's really the kind of game you expect from him, guys. I mean, extremely efficient, taking a lot of good shots.
And Bayless kicks to Randolph. He passes it to Bayless. And there's the pass to Gasol. They double him with Jordan. Here's Pondexter. Can't hit. So New York will take it the other way. The drive by Anthony. And the shot is good. 19 points in the game.
And it has been total domination on their part. Yeah, they haven't put the parking brake on at all. They're continuing to go full throttle and pile up the points.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Gay's checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Stoudemire's checked in for Michael Jordan.
You know, Kevin, it's been 11 years now. It's hard to believe since the Grizzlies moved from Vancouver down to Memphis, and they've had a lot more success in the playoffs as the franchise has settled in and made Memphis its home.
Allen passes to Gasol. And just miss after miss right now.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Allen dishes to Gay. And the shot is good.
We got about 17.
Gay's got 32 points. Back to what you said, consecutive years for them in the playoffs. And they have shown that they'll be a presence for a while.
Yes.
Steve, well coached and in a deep roster.
Yeah, and big on the front line. Zach Randolph, Mark Gasol. They're a tough team. They rebound, they pound you on the offensive glass. Looks to me like they're going to be a strong team for years to come.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Now Bayless changes up. And Zach Randolph, the bucket on the assist by Bayless. And that's 12 points for Zach Randolph.
Now we're really seeing them pound that ball inside.
Total offensive dominance in the lane. That's 6 consecutive points coming in the paint.
He's done an outstanding job all game long. Absolutely a great job of finding an opening against the defense.
Ball's knocked loose. One-on-one here. Inside. Here's Shumpert. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And the Knicks lead by 21.
They can do no wrong offensively. Everything's dropping, guys, and that confidence, it gets infectious and contagious.
Allen. Knicks with the rebound.
Boy, he had a good look at that one. You hate to miss that shot.
With the lead pass. And Rudy Gay with the slam.
Not stop. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite. Blocked. And oh, here we go with Bayless. Nobody back. Throws down the breakaway jam.
We see more and more point guards with that kind of impressive dunking ability, don't we?
We absolutely. We're seeing more and more of that kind of explosiveness. In fact, the point guard now has never been as prominent and as important, I think, in the game than it is right now.
I agree.
Some of that is the rule changes, guys. No hand checks. The floor is more spread. But yeah, this new breed of athletic point guard is so exciting.
Here's Gay, and it's blocked by Chandler.
Thank you.
Here's Shorty, defended by Gasol. Rejected by Gasol. Allen against Stoudemire. Here's Gay. They get the rebound. Randall misses the layup. The Knicks leading by 19 points. Stoudemire kicks to Shumpert. Some nice passing by New York here. Anthony with the bucket.
His defense is porous right now. I mean, way too many looks coming from inside the paint.
That's 4 straight buckets now in the paint, and anybody in the NBA is going to make shots from there.
Bayless.
Bayless. That's good.
Sure,
With the assist.
For a second.
Bayless has got his 6th assist on the night.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for them. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Allen, that's good.
He's been producing all night. It's up to the rest.
Carry champion. She fine as hell. I don't care. Everybody say carry champion is fine as hell.
I'm gonna watch you.
Okay.
I watch you.
I have no idea what to expect from this.
Okay. I'm here for both of y'all.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you what I
All right.
Really helped improve that defense. Now it's a matter of building that foundation as a team and really coming up with a defensive plan and sticking to it and allowing it to grow.
Here's Shorty.
Damn.
Blocked. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. And blocked.
Yeah. Revenge, motherfucker. Fuck out my way,
Lays it in off the expert drop step. Shorty's got 33 points.
Oh, Russell Wilson. I thought it was on
With the head coaching change, Mike Woodson took over as interim coach, and then May 24th, May 25th, they announced that he was going to be the full-time coach, and he got that gig, and he'll be then out for hopefully a couple of years, and then settle that position down. Clark, the Knicks were a lot more defensive-oriented under Mike Woodson after that move.
Yeah, it was clearly obvious that was the case, Kevin. If you want to win in the East, you need to be able to play tough defense, and the Knicks seem to be headed in that direction now. There's no other way to put it, really. I mean, the Grizzlies just devoured the East last year. I mean, they had no problems at all when they had to go out of conference. Very impressive work against the Eastern Conference for the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies and devoured. Very good, special K. Very good. Here is Bayless. Back to Gage. Over Chandler. And there's Gage. That's good on the assist by Bayless. Bayless has got his 8th assist here tonight. The Knicks leading by 18. You brought up the Grizzlies against the East. Ended up with a 15-3 record as they really showed no weakness dealing with any team, Steve, along the way.
Yeah, and another thing to note that was interesting, Kevin, they were 5-0 against the Southeast Division, which is arguably the toughest in the East. So Memphis showing just how good of a team they were last year.
Randolph's shot is good.
And right now, he can do no wrong. Everything's working for him this quarter.
Here's Shorty. High post shot. And the Knicks good for 2.
What an incredible quarter he's having. He's unstoppable right now. .152 left in the game.
Randolph dishes to Bayless. And the Grizzlies take on 2 more. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter. Dishes it to Jordan. Here's Shorty. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Shorty's got 40 points. And Bayless kicks to Allen. Into Marcus Hall. And stolen by Jordan. Fast break. Here they come. Down low.
Put up my way.
Nice offensive play there, and this one's pretty much in the books, guys.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? It was a very good showing from them to come away with the win. I was very impressed.
You know, the NBA is always trying to get games sped up in the final minutes, but it's a tough one because there's so many timeouts. So one of the things the league did in terms of rule changes, they did a 2-horn buzz to get timeouts ending on time. They basically give teams an advance warning and then a final horn.
Lets it go from deep, but they'll get another chance.
Snatched down the long bounce and got him another possession.
Still all we do is show out.
That's good. Shorty's got 43 points.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Well, and as the 2-horn rule you mentioned, Steve, it has seemed to have an effect on how the game is sped up.
And it should. I mean, I like that, Kevin, because there are a lot of stoppages these days. Plenty of timeouts late in games.
We just gonna build a lead for no damn reason.
Anything that keeps the game
Jumping
moving,
to build
keeps
a
the
lead for
momentum
no
going
damn
forward
reason.
is, I think, a good thing.
Just showing out.
Bayless the pass to Randall. Allen outside. Over Stoudemire. And another miss by Memphis.
We're about 30, goddamn.
I think he shouldn't have forced that one. Instead, he should have passed it off.
Get into the Jordan Ross. He still got the shot. Now where? Get the fuck off your
like they're
court.
Take it easy on them.
You're running off your court.
It certainly doesn't look like it. I mean, they're still aggressively attacking the basket and putting up points.
Different look for New York. Michael Jordan.
You ain't touch 100.
Refill good, Jordan.
Let's get one still. That's not even getting. That's not even letting motherfuckers get 100 on us.
The dish to space.
Oh, that's it. Ball game. You're not gonna get 100, Memphis. You're not getting 100. Game over. Hold on to it, Novak. You ain't get 100 on us. Get the fuck out your court.
You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape for this game.
Fuck out of here.
Have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hurley, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now,
Reach about 31 points. You only even get 100 on us.
Shorty.
I think because everybody else, I believe, got 100 on us. At least. You can't even get 100. You going to beat us? Get the fuck out of here.
This is a public service announcement sponsored by Just Blaze and good folks at Rockefeller Records.
Fellow Americans, it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present this recording as a living testament and recollection of history in the making during our generation.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is O, H to the OV. I used to by the OC. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I beat up.
Woo. We're going to come right back. Got the Pacers next. See y'all in a second.